Yes, it is. Yeah, very cold. Anyway, morning world, welcome to Thursday, 6th of February. I've got some stuff to get through this morning, so let's get started. Hi, you lot. You gotta go out. Go on. Go on. Out. Need to clean your yard out. Go on. First nobody wants to go, then they all want to go at once. Come on. Up you go. Thank you. Your cooperation is much appreciated. Go on. It's not for long, only an hour. You can have it all back. Right, they're all in there, out of there. We can get this out and that wet patch from when the tank got tipped out with a calf in it. Give them some clean bed, put some bales in, and they're done. Definitely need these. These cold, and with a little bit of vibration, not a lot, but the bit of vibration, the cold, it just sucks any warmth out of my hands fast. I'm not sure, but I think there's a rabbit nest in there. Bit early for kits yet, so fingers crossed we ain't gonna find anything. Oh, that's cold. Even with the gloves on, that's bloody cold. My fingertips are like knobs of ice. I should be glad to get this done. I believe no rabbits were hurt in that operation. So we're getting there. I've done the end yard, done the end of the bottom shed here, just scraped to get the last of the, well, the worst of the muck from the safe yard, put a bit of chip down, a couple of bales in, and then we're done. So I'm expecting somebody any time for a little wood chip. So once they're done as well, then 10:15, it's off to see the solicitor. Go and spend a load of money that I didn't think I'd have to until Rachel Reeves decided to move the goalposts. Fingers aren't quite as cold now. forgot the fork. Oh, I'll come back for it. Right, close all these gates up. Then if the worst comes to worst, I could let the cat in there, they would level most of that themselves. They'll soon level out these wheel marks as well. But I am expecting a guy in any minute now with a truck. He's planting 160 hornbeam plants, hedge, 5-foot plants. And he wants to mulch them. So he wants, well, I worked out he's going to want 6 cubic meters of wood chip. That's going to be 2 loads in his truck. Oh. I've not actually had any breakfast yet. I kind of came out, thought, oh, I'll make a start on it, and then forgot to stop. As usual. Not easy with cold fingers.
My future's about to break. Forgive, oh, and then they take. I'm like a bird tied to a cage. You barely know my name. I'm sick of chains, oh, sick of hate. Over say left free to reign, but you blow it all away. This paradise is strange. The times they are changing. The times they are changing. The times they are changing. We gotta go. Oh my, we've grown so tired.
We might refresh this side this afternoon, but basically everything I wanted to do this morning is now ticked off the list. That's still not that dirty out there, so that'll last till later. They got best part of a bale left in the big square feeder down here. Just put a new bale down there. Time is 9:35. Right, Matey for his wood chips got like 25-30 minutes to get here, and then he'll be too late. Right, well, some of you will find this funny, and some of you will just go, yeah, I knew it. I knew he wasn't very clever. I just come back from the solicitors, got all our stuff sorted out. Everything we want to do apparently is doable. So our solicitor's got to double check with some other people just to make sure that it's all, like, you know, doable. I think it is. Came back, Mrs. made me a cup of tea, so I sat down and noticed I had a message on Messenger. Quite a few of people, you folks, will message me on Messenger or WhatsApp or Facebook, you know, Facebook Messenger. So I'm ready to do that, and then all of a sudden I spotted this button on my tablet, and the button said spam. And I thought, I didn't know we had a spam box on Messenger. Genuinely didn't know there was a spam box on Messenger. Pressed it, and I mean, it's the first time I've ever pressed that button, and there was what, 40, 50 messages on there going back to beginning of the year. Now, some of you might have been sending me messages for a couple of years via Facebook Messenger, and if those messages have gone into spam, I'm assuming it only keeps the last 40, and as a new one comes in, it locks the last one off. I don't know, because there's about 400. And I've just read through a load of messages. I have replied to a couple of them. There's lots and lots of messages. People want me to say hello, or a mention, or a shout out, or a little video. I quite often do a little WhatsApp video, send somebody for their birthday or something like that. So some of those, and I'm really sorry. I wasn't ignoring you. I didn't even know that Facebook Messenger had a spam box. I never saw the button, never clicked on it. So yeah, another box to look into. But there you go. Right, so we are back down the farm. Because I concluded the business for now with the solicitor. We will have to go back and do some more, and then we'll have to go back and sign some paper. And basically, this is all forward planning for my daughters. So nothing that I'm doing for the solicitors at the moment is going to really benefit me. Or Mrs. P a little bit perhaps, but it's not, nothing's going to benefit me. But it's all basically the new inheritance tax regulations that our government have put in, and there are new regulations of other things that are coming in which affect us in the summer, have forced our hand into making plans now. So for the benefit of my kids. I'm not going to go into any great detail because the things we're going to have to do will not please everybody. There will be one or two people that won't be happy with the things that I am being forced to do with new laws and legislation being pushed in by the government. It just means I have to do stuff now that I might have waited 10 years. All may become clear later in the year when it's all done and dusted and the dust has settled. But yeah. What a palaver, all this stuff. And it's all trying to avoid, not evade, but to avoid tax, not necessarily from me, more from my kids. So yeah. Anyway, so we're back down the yard. Everybody's happy in there. That floor in there is all evened out there. They're happy, nice, comfy, warm bed. I've left most of the bedding in there as I have before, because as that builds up, it gets warmer, gives them a nice warm bed to lie on. Out here is looking okay and clean. We will be giving them a couple of bales later on. Yeah, I don't know quite what I'm doing this afternoon yet. I haven't made my mind up. I could have the afternoon off because I don't think anything is going on at t'other farm. There are things to do here. I mean, I've still got a dumper to repair. I might do that. I don't know. I just need to process everything we've gone through this morning with the solicitor regarding the tax man. So I might have an hour to do that, and then maybe I was looking at the dumper this morning and that valve. Laura's spent all the time and effort in repairing it, and the least I could do is fit it back in, and we could do with it. We have got work for the dumper. Not right this second because it's too wet out there, but we have got work for it. I don't know. You're going to find out in the next few clips whether or not I'm going to go playing with the dumper this afternoon, or whether I'm going to go do it later. It could be either or. I nearly fell over. Right, welcome back. It is, what is the time? Well, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got to go and see my dad in half an hour, but before I go, I think we'll shut you guys in there, bang a couple of fresh bales in there. That'll be it. I'll be done. So, yeah, not really a very exciting day for you, is it? So, kind of a bit bog standardish for me, but not very exciting for you. Unless, of course, one of these escapes. Runs out on the road or something. That would be exciting. For you. Right then, would you like to go in? Temporarily. Go on, in you go. And you, in you go. Go on. Good chap. No, good lady. Sorry, lady. We wouldn't want to get mixed up with you, no boys and the girls. We wouldn't want them getting all confused, would we? There's enough two-legged confused things around without getting it four-legged ones as well. Go on, in you go. In you go. Go on. No, you have to move your feet. Thank you. Feet. Feet. Oh, wow. Okay. So, one of the steers has taken to rubbing his head on there. And about 2 weeks ago, I don't know how, managed to open that, and that bag was out there. So he's not managed it again since, but that's not stopped him trying. Well, in case you wondered, my wood chip man who was coming this morning to get a little wood chip for his trees never showed up. So we didn't get any. Before I chuck that on there, I might just... There's a little bit, tiny bit of straw left there. I think I might just sling that over there out the way. They can play with that and spread it, and then I'll change the heads over and we'll go and get a couple of bales. Not that bit though. Enjoy that. You know what I'm going to do, don't you? 2. Because I can. Go on. Right. 1. Phew. It's 219 there anywhere. He was alright this morning, so I presume he's still alright. 193. No. Right, that's you lot fed. I ain't got to worry about you for another day. Happy days. Oh. A strange feeling. I don't know, I was talking to my missus about it half an hour ago and I said, do you feel a bit strange about what's happened today? And she goes, I do. Because of inheritance tax and rules and regulations, stuff is going on. I know I'm not going to go, I don't want to be too cryptic about it, but basically I'm going to give up a lump of asset. I'm going to forward it on. This is all legitimate tax stuff. But one of my daughters is going to gain that asset and potentially give her a home for life. In one sense, I've hog-tied myself with the asset I've given up. I could have liquidated it and built barns and bought tractors. I could have done loads and loads of stuff with the liquidated asset. I could have done loads and loads of stuff. I'd have paid more tax, but my daughter would have had no benefit from it at all. So we've decided to, rather than benefit straight away, I know I'm being cryptic, we will benefit over dribs and drabs, yeah, but I won't have the money to buy a tractor or a telehandler or a barn or anything like that, because that asset's gone. Oh, that's cryptic enough, isn't it? Yeah. The biggest downside for me in liquidating that asset is I'm going to have to upset somebody, which I really, 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 really don't want to do. Rock and a hard place. It wouldn't have happened, or wouldn't have happened now, if we hadn't been pushed into it by the Labour government. So, yeah, if it hadn't been for what the Labour government had done, we probably wouldn't be doing this. More cryptic. See, now you're all guessing now, aren't you? You'll find out in time. Later this year. Probably.